this video, we're going to go through the new changes to the bar chart customization that came out as part of Power BI's December 2023 updates. We're going to go through all of the new formatting options that is available for you, so you are up to date with what other things you can format with the bar chart visual. All of that and more. So without further ado, let's get started. Hi, my name is Fernan and welcome to the Solutions Abroad YouTube channel, where we cover tips, tricks, and best practices when working with Power BI. I upload new videos every week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified when a new one is out. So as I mentioned, these new changes were released as part of the December 2023 update. So if you want to start using it, you just need to make sure that your Power BI desktop is up to date to at least the December 2023 version. And unlike the other features that I covered recently, this is actually not a preview feature. So that means you don't need to enable this from the settings. You can just simply use it out of the box. So this is the model that we're gonna go through today. It's a simple report. It's a subset of the Northwind dataset, which is a company that sells grocery goods internationally. Now, here on the bar chart here, we're just showing the different products and how much sales they have made, and in kind of descending order, so you can see, which products are selling the most based on the categories that you have selected here on the left-hand side. Now, the category selection here is using the new button slicer, which I covered in a recent video. So if you want to learn how to create this slicer visual, I will link it somewhere in this video. So let's select the bar chart here and let's have a look at some of the options that is available for you here in the format pane. So first thing from here, it doesn't look like anything has changed, but if you go to some of these options in detail, you will notice a few things available to you. So the first thing here on the columns is the transparency, very basic stuff. It means that you can add transparency to your columns. So if you wanted to kind of customize how your columns look like, you can use the transparency to do so. Another thing you can do is add a border to your column. So here, for example, we just added a border. It's not very visible until I change the transparency of the fill itself. So now it's a lot more noticeable. For the borders themselves, you can adjust the color, or you can match the color of the border of the fill itself. So as you change the color, so does the border changes. The only difference that it has is obviously the transparency. So as you can see there quite easily. So at the bottom here, you have another option, which is a layout here. It's disabled because we don't have any categories or series here. But if we had one, so let's say for the products themselves, let's say we want to see by region. So we're just going to add a region here just to show, for example, like where those sales are happening for those products. We're going to adjust this into a stacked column chart so that we can visualize it better. So here, as you can see now, the layout is now enabled, so you can start customizing it. So there are a few things available to you here. Reverse order is just sorting the legend or the series themselves. So if you have the sort by value, it essentially just sorts. So if I just deselect here, maybe it's no. I'm not sure what is the easiest view. Okay, let's just keep it to beverages here. I'm just going to select this and let's go back to there. So sort by value, basically just make sure that the highest value is at the top, which just makes it easier for you to see which values or which categories have the highest impact in that category, in this product, for example. And reverse order just simply reverses that ordering. You have some sliders here that you can adjust. You can adjust the spacing in between the categories, as well as the spacing in between the series themselves. So as you can see, as I make that bigger, you can see that the spacing in between gets added. Now, the only thing that I would say here is just be careful, because adding the spacing actually erodes parts of your bar. So that means that your bar or your section of the bar might look a little bit smaller than what you would anticipate. So if you're worried about the erosion part of this spacing, instead you can enable series explosion. So what it does is it makes sure that no matter how big of a space there are in between the series, the bars themselves stay the same size, so that it's always proportionate to, you know, that stacked bar itself. The only thing that it will do is it will just disable the y-axis, just because now it doesn't make sense, because you have now the explosion parts in your bar chart. So there's more changes, not just on the bar chart available to you, but also to the ribbon chart. So we're gonna just adjust and change this to a ribbon chart so I can show you what I mean. Let's change, like, let's say, it's not very obvious here. Okay, let's just stick to beverages then. So let's just focus on this part here. It doesn't make any sense because the ribbon chart is meant to show a flow from left to right. But for now, what I want you to focus on is the actual ribbon itself, which is this part here. So this field that connects one series to another. So some more options for you to be able to customize that connection is here in the ribbon part. So you can see here, you can adjust by series. So if you wanted to adjust individually per series, you can do that. You can match the color of the ribbon to the color of that category, or you can change it, you know, and have a color of its own. You can adjust the transparency like the other ones, and you can also add borders, which the border can also, the same thing as before, match the color of that series, adjust the transparency, the width, as well as the layout. So if you wanted to have spacing in between your categories, so not sure if that's visible, but as you can see, it adds that spacing like you have on the explosion chart here. You can add that using this option. And that pretty much covers the new formatting options available for you with the bar charts, the column charts, and the ribbon charts in Power BI. I hope I didn't miss anything, but if I did, I will link the full blog posts in the description box below so you can check it out yourself. Thanks for watching. As usual, give this video a like if you found it useful. Give it a dislike if you didn't, so I know to do better for next time. Ask your questions in the comment section box below so I can help you and you can help others. If you like this video, we have a Patreon page where you can support the channel and get exclusive perks like early access, demo files, and credits at the end of these videos. Thanks again for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.